Today we will forge. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Yeah. I never changed the title of my kick thing. Hold on. I never changed my video is playing. Okay, here we go. How do I do that again? Edit mode. Wait, what? Edit mode. No, not edit mode. Hello, Aaron. How's it going? I'm trying to change. I changed the name of my kick again. What did I do here? Mod actions, activity feeds, change. What is it? Session info? No? How do you change the name? Oh, here it is. Wait, it's right here. How do I change that? I forget. How do I do that? It's been like oh, edit stream info. It's over here. Okay. Making let's see. Making a 3-lane map. No, what the hell happened to my tab? Window. What happened? Oh, weird. If I box select it and then drag out to the outside before I let go, it closes the window. Let's see. Forging a 3-lane map on its side. See if that is clear enough for people to know what's going on. Tags coming soon. Halo Infinite English, okay, say. Let's see, I don't know. Edit stream info. I'm having this Milkies and going nights. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. So making a 4v4 map. Wait, what? What the hell? Wait, what happened to the rest of my text? Forging a 3-lane map on its side. Did it? Okay, it did actually take that time. Forging a 3-lane map on its side. Does that make sense? How about what happens when you let's see. I don't know. Seems like it should be something like what happens when you put a 3-lane map on its side, but it just seems too long. I don't know. Can't think of a good one for that. But yeah, look, there's some prefabs out there that someone made for katanas and little, you know, what is this one called again? I know what this is called, but I can't remember the name, and I'm just gonna go look. Naginata, that's it, yes. And a Japanese fan, and a couple of other things. And I went ahead and I arted when I should have been blocking out. I had, I know, Aaron, you're gonna be very, disappointed in me for just, like, picked up a few things today. Oh, cool. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be prefab, or you're supposed to be blocking out, you shouldn't be arting, but I couldn't help it, and I just threw together this is another prefab that someone made, and then I used their lights elsewhere, but the rest of this was all me, except these 4 columns and this roof. I arted it to make it a little more detailed, but Ripshade actually threw this together. He apparently hopped into the map whenever I wasn't I wasn't on and wasn't aware, and he just went, cool bridge, and then he added this, and it's a very good idea, so I went with it. I kept it. And here's the reason why I think it's a good idea. Where did I put the grapple shot? Up top? I think I put it up top the roof. Why did I make it so hard to get to? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so if you are having a fight, right, and you're over here by the bridge, it's gonna be like weapons sticking out of the ground and stuff. Anyway, if you're over on this bridge and you're doing a firefight, right? This needs to be smoothed out with blockers and stuff. You now can, you can fight someone who's up there. You can come up here and get the high ground. These columns you can use for cover to some extent around the corner. This one being higher is a good idea. It means you have cover for that direction, and you can use these for cover as you move back to this one if you need to retreat. But the really cool thing, the reason I went and grabbed the grapple shot, is that from here now you can go like this and assault someone right over the bridge and gain an upper hand in a way that, like, okay, there's this map in Halo Reach that's a Forge map, but it was one of the Forge maps that was like officially released as a real map. And what they did in that map was they had this big hill in the middle that was much wider than this one. It had a little like block in the middle for cover, and the rocket launcher spawned there. But anyway, if you ran up there and then you jump and jetpack, you get the upper hand. You could really mess people up on there really, really quickly. And this kind of gives you that same kind of, shoom, you can really get some good angles from there. So I really like it. But yeah, got John Wick 1 to 4 for one Walking Dead Walking Dead Telltale, nice. Life is Strange 2, I didn't like Life is Strange 1, and so that one is meh for me, and List True Colors for 46, and Godfather 50th Anniversary for 27, and No Country for Old Men for 7. I still need to watch Godfather. I never actually got around to it. And No Country for Old Men, I think I might have also missed on that one. So I think those are probably really... I've always heard those are amazing movies that I actually have not seen. But Life is Strange, though. Okay, you know. Just messing with you. I'm sure it's a good game to some people. But yeah. Oh, I also started doing this. So this is going to be the big... Like, see, this is going to be a... let's see. List 1 is the best. What you smoking? About Life is Strange? Oh, List 1. Yeah, Life is Strange 2 and List, so Life is Strange. I see. Yeah, no, I think it's terrible. You know, just to put it bluntly. So I'm gonna have this giant door and it's gonna be up a staircase and it's gonna be cool. We can actually block out the staircase right now. Let's do that. And meanwhile, you can tell me about why I'm wrong. Let's see. Unacceptable. I see. I mean, you know, to each their own. I actually really like this slope, and I think I'm going to use it here because it looks really good. I definitely am not going to use it like that, though. That looks awful. Let's use snapping. To be fair, I didn't play it. I watched my wife play it, and the dialogue was so bad, I could not stand watching my wife play it, and I was like, never mind. So, you know, maybe the gameplay was really fun. Time travel mechanic wasn't enough for her to enjoy it either, so I don't know about that. But I do know that, yeah, that game has a banger soundtrack. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to the soundtrack. I was just like, wow, it's okay. Okay, so I don't think a slope might be the way to go. I think a staircase might be cooler. Forerunner staircases are very rare in the games, though. They usually use slopes, but that's mostly because Bungie back in the day had a low budget for polygon count. So, let's see. What's a good slope to use? Huh. So what I was thinking was, by the way, with the slope, was that, you know how I like to do the slopes where I put like a block in the middle and it's kind of cool? We're probably going to do that. I really like that idea. But I'm really wondering about these things. Wait, will this actually match that slope? Yeah, it would. So like I could theoretically match it with this. Let's see. Let me get some iconic songs from Life is Strange 1. Hold on, sir. Okay, that sounds good. I will trust you, and I will listen to Life is Strange 1 music, if you insist. Let's see. Nah, I don't like that. I think I might like this if... Okay, hold on. What if I... bring it back. Nope. This way. And we put a platform up there for it to go into. Would that work? That'd make this feel better. Yeah, that might feel a little better. Let's see. Okay, so you've got some music. Let's listen to this Life is Strange 1 music. And hopefully, hey, if anyone watching on YouTube later, if this gets muted, that is why. It's because we are listening to some music that might be copyrighted. Okay. Okay, well, what I want to do for the... Let's see. I may not use a Forerunner ramp, because there's a Forerunner ramp in here that looks nicer.
Sunshine for everyone, but as far as I can remember, we've been migratory animals, living under changing weather. Someday we will foresee obstacles.
I don't know if this is a banger there, Aaron.
Through the prison.
Those are the two main ones. This one plays at the end of episode 1. Can you turn it down a bit, please? Oh, sorry. I had clicked away, so I didn't see that. But you're right. Jesus Christ, that volume was loud. It's a bit too loud. I don't know if it's a banger anyway, so... I don't know. Let me pause this one immediately. But yeah. It is a banger. I mean, you know, maybe. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go ahead and turn it off and listen to the other one. Let's see. Is this a banger? Or rather, do I agree if this is a banger? Might be a banger to some. But, that last one just sounded too emo to me. James loves emo, but I do not. He sent me this one emo song the other day, and I was like, it was an emo cover of a better song, and I was like, I don't know if I like this, James. Let's see, can't hear it. Okay, this one's way too. You're right, it is very quiet, but I didn't know if that was necessary. That looks terrible. Let's see, this plays at the start of episode 1. Gotcha. This one kind of sounds almost exactly like the other one, to me. But yeah. I don't hate these little slope pieces I'm putting here. But obviously it's gonna be a little different. Well, it's the same artist. Yeah. Makes sense. So that would make sense, yes. Let's see. Dunno. Not exactly sold on this, I'm not gonna lie. Still not sold, I mean. So I much prefer this ramp. I like that I like the texture that's in it. I really like that, and I think this ramp looks boring as hell. And I would even like these ins, you know, to just terminate and be a straight, you know, drop, and I would still like it more. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna do that so I can scale it up until it's the correct spot there, and then I'll snap it to there. That even puts a straight edge at the top, so like it does everything I wanted to do with one piece and looks better. So I'm gonna do that. I wouldn't be surprised if she cries sometimes because he's you know, boring. Just kidding. I'm just trolling now. Anyway, yeah, no, the I don't know. I just wasn't sold on that game, is all. That looks kind of cool, I'll be honest. In the middle there, I might make it a little bigger, but yeah. Dies. You're like unfollowing. Dies. My wife was very into emo music whenever she was like a teenager, and I'm always like, you know, oh yeah, emo music. You know. She knows I don't like emo music. She says I have bad taste. Apparently she agrees with you. Did you like the music from Life is Strange at least? Oh, okay. She did. She liked the music from Life is Strange. So, you know, there you go. At least there's that, Aaron. At least there's that. Well, tell your wife 10 out of 10. She said, yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. I don't know about all that emo music, though. I don't know about all that. Okay, this would become, let's see, 32.7. Right? If I doubled it? And this would become 16.06, which the 06 is probably not relevant. Not necessary, but yeah. Wait a minute, what did you do that for? A little further out, I think. Should I go there? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Actually, it goes a little too deep because I'm probably going to put a floor here, so then I don't want that light on the ground. So, yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, it's alright. I just, it's just not my cup of tea, as they say. Let's see. There are a few emo songs that are like the really, really, really good ones, that I tend to like. Like, for example, what's the one? The, coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine, gotta be down because I want it all. That song's a banger. That one's great. That one, it will get me, you know. Okay, something just happened. Nope. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. Nope. Okay, well, whatever. An alarm on my phone went off and then I had to fix it. Okay, here's a question for your wife. Okay, yes, what is the question for my wife? Aaron has a question for you. Da, 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 da. He's going to ask it eventually. But there's a delay. Did she choose Bay or Bay? B-A-E or B-A-Y? Alex? Did you choose Bay or Bay? I don't know what this means.
Chloe?
What? Oh, from the game. Ah. She said Chloe. She said, I don't know Chloe. So whatever that means. She said, I don't know Chloe, and then she's, shrugging. Good, he said. Is that Bay as in B-A-E? And then the other one is, like, named B-A-Y or something? And so people call it Bay or Bay? Is that what the name thing, what the naming convention there is? Like a fan naming convention? Let's see, bring this over there.
You basically just destroyed Oregon.
What'd you say?
You basically just destroyed Oregon. Like, do you want to destroy Oregon or do you not?
Oh, Oregon. Oh, Bay is in like the Bay. Cause isn't it on a bay? Isn't the town in a? You basically choose between her or destroying Oregon. Is that what you're saying? Bay is Chloe, and Bay is Arcadia Bay, the town it's set in. Got it. Got it. Yeah. I do remember that was like the ending. I forgot about that, yeah. Well, spoilers for anyone who hadn't played it. And cared, because it's a terrible game. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alright, so we've got like a doorway here with some cool little like things that I like to do on staircases for Forerunner structures, or on ramps. You've got this little bit of thing, and I'm thinking about maybe putting a little like crenellation on there, because there's a light that I like a lot that I'm imagining immediately getting the idea. Forerunner, no light. Let's see. Whoever chose Bay is instant 0 out of 10. The people who chose Bay, as in destroying, or as in saving the town, are probably all people who had already chosen the other one already. You know? Bay is also canon. That makes sense. Anyone who is not seeing chat right now and is just hearing me say these words is like, those are the exact same word. But anyway, the thing about Bay is that you know, I bet people are we're doing it as like a completionist thing. You know what I mean? Where you basically you'll you know, destroy the town as a completionist thing. This is kind of cool. I might do this one. coming out of it somewhere if it looks good with one of the part of the pattern. You know what I mean? But like, and I'd accept that because like you play an evil campaign in Fable, you know what I mean? Like, you don't just like, you don't only play the good campaign, you also do an evil character, you know, so you can play the whole game. This is a really good one, not the one I had in mind. It's a really nice one for these kinds of things because you can have it rise up out of there and it kind of goes along with the concept of the whole thing already, you know? And then it's got a light shining on the doorway, which is kind of cool. But what I was originally looking for, I haven't gotten to yet. Oh man, this one's good too. Because it's like the shape, especially the shape of it, like you can get those angles to just about match up. Let's see. Now I want to play list one, thanks. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. Let's see. There's not a good snapping point here. Dang. Okay. It's still too wide. Oh, the base, right. Okay, so this little base is wider than, it's like a foot that's wider than the rest of the actual thing. So whenever you see the width, you kind of have to account for that. Now I understand what's happening. There we go. Now we're like centered and everything. But the angles aren't lining up, and the best way to do that would be to bring it back farther until it angles the same. Well, that's defeating the purpose of it. So no, I think we're gonna go back to like, what was it, like 9? It was 9 something. Yeah, that's pretty okay. I may not go with this piece. But another way of doing it would be to match it up like... No, that's not gonna work. Nope, that won't work either. Okay, so I'll do like 3 different ones, and then I'll ask you which one you think is the best. This is the one I was looking for. I really like this one. It's really easy to find a cool way to attach it to things, because it has all these really cool, like, added bits down here, you know? So, like, if I wanted to do it like this, the straight edges going down into that, I could. And with that little piece there, I could also, like, extend it forward a bit so that that gap is a little different. You know, that's a little better because the way it attaches to that slope versus over here is a little better. I could also make it wider so that it doesn't intercept that too much and just, like, kind of lines up with the outside, which adds a little gap there. It's kind of cool looking. Like, this piece is just a banger. Let's see, Discord. Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. Let me know. Let me see what it is. Aha! Yo, yeah, the installation. Yeah, Life is Strange. Oh, my kids got this one. It's actually really fun for them. They were loving this one. I actually played it for them for a lot of it because I was trying to teach them how to play, and that was actually a really fun one. I forget what, Lucky's whatever. Yeah, Lucky's Bad Fur Day or something. I'm kidding. That's Conquer. But anyway, the point is that with this, you can even get an added bonus here. So you tell me which one do you think is cooler of these? I think that one's the coolest, and it's the one I was looking for in the first place, so I knew it was going to be pretty cool. That one almost is cool. This one's kind of cool, but honestly, maybe if I add this one to here, right, so that I've got that... Is there already a light in there? There's not already a light in there. I could add a light to here. That might be cool. Hold on a second. Let me do it. Let's just bring it out a bit. Let's see, needed Super Lucky's tail for Game Pass quest. Yeah. Oh, that's a good spot. It's a pretty decent spot. I'll probably bring it back, but... Wait, is that... Ooh, that is really bare bones and blank until that's there. That's cool. And I like how it connects there as well. That's not bad. And then I'll have that light kind of glowing up onto the door, you know, and I can place an actual light emitter there. Yeah, I like that. So if I did that, and actually let's grab... Hold on. Let's undo those and grab all of these. Let's see. How is the stream doing? Yeah, we got 5 people. That's awesome. Welcome everybody. Anybody who has chat on, who has the ability to chat, that's awesome. And welcome to the stream. And yeah, let's see. There and nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That one. Get rid of that one. All right, does it look good with all 3 of them though? That's the question. I don't think so. I think it's better on the sides, and something else needs to be in the middle or nothing. Like, I'm okay with this. I could even make these wider in the middle. And what that'll do is it'll make it to where, like, tanks will have a hard time going up here for some reason. Fun game, though. Yeah, it was really fun. I thought it was really cool. Have you... oh, hey, how's it going? Have you opened... I have you open, but no audio. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. If he saw the chat, then he'll see that. If not, it's no biggie. This might end up being replaced with the actual stone structure and having the grav lift coming out of it. I'm not actually sure. I'm almost wondering if... Like, the more I build out this, I'm wondering if this shouldn't be, like, a recessed piece and have the grav lift shoot you out through here to go up here. But I'm not actually 100% certain. It'd be kind of interesting, because you would have to go out as far and then, you know, command cannon. But having a little hut out here I think would be really dope, so... And it would help block off that doorway. And by the way, this doorway is about to be inside of a big old stone structure. Let me pull up the Pinterest board thing. There's my bridge inspiration. I tried to make these stone things, but there's not really a good way to do big stones. So I just did, so I ended up doing an extension of the bridge, which was red, which actually there were some of these on here that had an extension of the bridge, like this one. They weren't red on the ground, but they had the same, like the wooden extension, which is what I ended up going with. So I did a wooden extension, but I kept the wooden extension as red as the red bridges. So that's pretty cool, I think. Let's see, okay, I had, what I was talking about was like not like this, but like a full-blown, a really big detailed. I had to refresh this because I grabbed a couple new ones. These big old like this kind of thing etched into the side of a cliff. You know what I mean? Like. Oh yeah, we have this by the way now. This is how they did the support structure inside. So like I can reproduce this inside of the roofs of all my structures, which is going to be really cool looking. Whenever you're inside the buildings and you look up, it's going to be really dope. I was waiting on Life is Strange 2 in true colors to go on sale for months. Yeah? That's really cool, though. I forgot what I was going to say. Something about... Well, Steam sales, but yeah, I don't know. That's all that's coming to mind now. I don't remember what I was going to say. Something kind of akin to this, but built into the cliff wall, like the... Let's see, I've got some that are at the very bottom, I think. Right? That I showed you guys a long time ago. Oh, here's that tree inside the cave. We need to do that at some point, which is going to be really dope. Where is it? Well, there's this. These were like built into the side of a cliff. There's this, which is a great example of like columns sort of etched into the sides of cliffs, you know what I mean? And there was a really early, gosh, it's a real world one. Where is it? This one's kind of like it. That one's kind of a cool way of building it, so it might look more like that, but it's going to be sort of, man, some of these I don't remember seeing whenever I scrolled through before. Whenever I was scrolling through to show you guys originally. Why can't I find this thing? I forget what it's called. It's got a special name. It's that one that's like built in. It's in like Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think, and or not. Maybe Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think it was one of the Indiana Jones movies. You'll actually probably remember that because didn't you get the Indiana Jones like box set recently and watched it all? If you want big stones, use Forerunner Totem Ring Chunk, the big one. That's a really good point. Yeah, I'll do that. Because that's like a really big, like carved looking stone, which would be really cool. Let's see. That would actually be another one to go and use on the ground for the stairs to make them look more diverse. You know what I'm talking about? Those, like, the stone, like, walkway stairs going up that hill. I don't know if I passed it up or anything like that, but yeah. Anyway. The point is that they will have... The idea is that the humans that were here... I guess I'll reopen my other thing. Well, no, I'll keep this up so I can see what I'm doing based off the thing. The idea is I got 20 minutes into Raiders and turned it off, then sold it. What? That's like the best one. But that's okay. It's okay because apparently, what's his name? Indiana Jones himself is a pretty deplorable human being. Let's see. Let's see. Or at least he was worse in one of the, yeah, in like the backstory of his character. Okay, so like I can scale, like you're saying, use one of these. I can scale this up to make like an archway. Can't get into the Indy. Yeah, just couldn't get into it. So if I were to do this, right? And then in the middle put like a stone kind of, 400 support? Nah. Okay. So we've got this nice stone kind of archway effect with these. Okay, these are not centered above that doorway down there. Right, and then we've got... Are these the same on, like, this way and that? Okay, no, they're not. That's why. Whenever I rotate, apparently the center is not in the center or something. Let's see, much prefer Nathan Drake. Yeah, Indy himself could be cooler, I will say. Okay, so there's that, and then I can actually feed that into... Is there a snapping point anywhere on this? No. I can feed that into either... Not that. Either a slope like this, right? Where, like, it arches again, right? And gets wider. Or I could just keep it going in the same, roughly the same direction. Actually, this amount of getting wider is pretty good. And then I would go down from there. And what I'm kind of looking at in my inspiration is this one here, by the way. Curved, and then, but instead of going all the way down and straight, I would go down, kind of tight in the middle, and then go wider, and then go down. Put some large columns like these in there, and work out some archway. Is there a half ring? Let me see. I know there are the broken rings, but I don't remember how much of them is intact. There's a totem ring, and I'm so close to them, it's hard to see. Yeah, here we go. Like a good archway like this. In the middle, down here. Sort of supporting that archway, right? Just put a thin archway and a thick archway. And that way, that point is now resting on a curve. And so now it's reinforced and much stronger. And then you have yourself a very well reinforced building. There we go. And it kind of gives it a Japanese-like rooftop shape to it, which is kind of cool. That means that even though it's going to be modeled after that other, like the Raiders of the Lost Ark place, which I think is in like the Middle East, or something to that effect. Even though it's kind of based on that... Wait, what? What happened? Oh, clicking on the back of my... That was weird. Okay, so clicking back here went back to the previous thing, like this, and I actually had to go forward to get back to it, whereas I thought it would be back button. Anyway, this looks like that place in Ripshade and my map in, with the, above the nuclear reactor. Doesn't that look like the corner of that? I feel like it does. Let's see. No, multiplayer ones glow in the middle. Oh, the MP ones glow in the middle? Wait, what? That's interesting. I didn't even know that. Forerunner ring. Like this one? This one glows in the middle? Wow, it's very gold. Huh. This one's super simple. I really like this golden pattern. How come I never knew about this? And look, it's already all the stone and the moss. Like, I was basically just gonna make it look like this anyway. I might as well just place this in there. Is there any snapping points? No. No, there's not. Man, it's so much nicer. I love that gold. Looks great. That's one thing that I have definitely learned about the because that can be Forerunner, right? Or it can just not be Forerunner. That could easily be like some kind of gold etching that someone else made. So I can just make it be like, yeah, that's a visual. You know, they took the runes from Forerunner structures, or something to that effect. But then they didn't. But then they made it, you know, out of their own like gold and stuff like that. Yeah, full ring glows. Cool. Like during the game, it will. Like if I hold down the back button and go in here, it'll actually do that. By the way, just looking at these details on here, that looks like a planet with a door in it. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Like this can open a gateway to 20 different planets, and you can actually like Stargate your way to other planets, which I wouldn't be surprised if they decided just like, yeah, we're just gonna put the Stargate, the plot line to Stargate into Halo now with Halo Infinite, because it's not a bad idea. Yeah, the full ring glows, spawn it in. Okay. I will hold down back, and then we'll hop off this cliff and land down there. Oh, the full ring, not the broken one. I got you. Wait, hold on. I see what you mean. The full ring. Oh, it does. And it pulses. Is this one of those objects that like you can control whether or not it does that? Or does it only do it whenever you get close? Or is it a, yeah, no, that's just distance that makes it hard to see. But it is actually pulsing even at distance. Okay, that's really cool. I'm not going to do the full ring, but that is definitely really dope. I'm going to actually use this one and then have it go down into straight columns. But that's really awesome. I'm going to need to keep that in mind in the future because I never knew that. And of course, there are the new effects, so anybody who does want to take advantage of that. The really cool new effects. Where is it? Beam fade, beam full. Well, these are the laser ones, but like the energy ring inward, like so freaking cool. You just put that. Let's see. You put that inside your ring, and there you go. You're ready to go with a freaking Stargate. It's amazing. There's a dude who made a Stargate, spawned it in. Yeah, oh yeah, that was from earlier. There's a dude who made a Stargate in a map, intentionally was making a Stargate, and he made like the iris and everything. And I was telling him how to animate it a long time ago, how to figure out how to animate it, on like Twitter or something. This is the, what is this? Outer ring animated? Oh, it's animating forward. This is like, this feels like the ring in The Expanse. You know what I mean? All of this does a little bit, but yeah. Was it Iron Wolf? It might have been, actually. I don't know. I don't remember who it was, to be honest, like at all. But it could have been anybody. You know me. I am so bad at names. I could be talking to, like, they could get into chat right now and be like, oh, I remember that. And it'd be someone we've been talking to for the last, like, several weeks who've been in chat. You know what I mean? Like, I am that bad at names that I will just straight up be dumb like that and completely forget. It's embarrassingly bad at names, where I will just straight up forget stuff that I really want to remember otherwise. But yeah, it's just something that happens with my brain that I can't seem to control. Let's see, Forerunner. I think if I grab a good Forerunner shape for the central column and made it look stone. Let's see, hold on. Let's try this. Well, this could be gold. I'll just slap this orange in there for now. And put it on. Well, actually, no. What am I doing? Let's put that back at 0. And put that back to source value. And then change this to metal brass worn. And just do that one instead. Maybe that's too much of it. I thought that was just the inner parts. I didn't realize it was this part. I almost want to do that in reverse. But yeah. Trim panels. UNSC trim. Oh, geez. Trim concrete is a decent one that's really easy to use, but yeah. Milk almost done. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Interesting. That could be something that ancients would etch into something. That could be as well, if I make it look like stone. This one's just banished trim, which looks like... Man, the banished emissive is so weird. And it's going to be really cool to take advantage of. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this piece. I was hoping these, that'd be a little bit, like that, maybe, as some kind of thing. I was just going to see if I could put this up here. And make it look like stone. And then, you know, make it bigger so that it... Why is it going so slow? There we go. Oh, that's getting worse and worse. I was hoping to make those slopes sort of grab onto the other part, you know what I mean? And make it look like it's all one piece, but that... Yeah, no good. No good. We gotta try a different one. There are a lot of objects in here. They use a lot of trim on their details, and that was what was wrong with that last one, so... I really like these. I don't know how to use them, though. Like, there's the one that's open. How do you tell these when to open, and if they should or should not open? I don't actually know how to do that. I've never tried. Is that a script thing? Is there literally a thing that tells object to toggle some kind of value on it? Or is it like... Or is it something else? Do you know, Aaron? Because that would be really cool to know. Do you want a vid for it? For this? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, a video for this to teach me how to do that? That'd be cool. Why is it not moving? Oh, because it is moving, it's just being annoying. Because it's a dynamic object. Now it's up there. Like, I know I can... I'm pretty sure if you just place it... Man, that is a really annoying object to place. I'm pretty sure if you go near it, it just opens and closes. It has just a proximity sensor. And then it'll close again once I get farther away, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So if I enter one radius, it opens, and if I exit a larger radius, it closes. Which is a really simple way of making doors, by the way. Oh no, it's a timer. It looks like a timer. If I'm not near it, it has a timer, and then it checks if I'm near it. I see. Alright, so yeah. So how do you do scripted ones that will open and close only whenever you want them to?
You quickly how to make a locked forward door like this become unlocked via a trigger.
He's just gonna delete it, isn't he? And replace it with another one. Activate, he deleted his red one, and he replaced it with the blue one, and now whenever you go near it, it's gonna open on its own. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was just wondering, I had no idea if it was gonna be that complicated, like really complicated where you could actually make a script to tell it when to open or not, but I guess, yeah, that makes perfect sense, so just deleting the red one.
What I do, I just put them in each other.
Yeah, snap it to it. Oh, and you use the dummy... Look, there's one of them's... This is how fragmentation works too. Cool. So the one that animates is annoying, right? But the one that's not animated, you can use it to find the red one, you find where you want it to be, and then you snap the animated one to it. And then you know exactly where it's going to be. You know what I mean? And it'll align it, I bet. Unless that ends up not working. And then he uses a simple switch, and then...
Kind of trigger.
Yeah, gotcha.
So, first thing we do is we go into script brain.
You do event on object interacted, yeah. And then you just select, you pick out the object, and it's that one there. Gotcha.
To the object node.
Okay, cool. And then he just deletes one and replaces it with the other one.
And let's make an object reference for these two.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Look at that. So you got.
I had scaled one on Waterworks, if y'all recall, whenever I was building that side area, and if I wanted to make those to where they can open, then that would be kind of dope. It'd be kind of cool if like there was a switch in the middle building, in the central structure, right? And whenever you flip it, it would unlock that back alley into both bases. But I don't have to do all that extra scripting because that might add too much budget to hydrostatic whenever I make that upgrade to Waterworks. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think I know how to do this now. He's just gonna delete it and move it. Yeah, I'll just put this back. On what was our? Well, here's the inspiration for the cave. We're definitely gonna do that. Oh yeah, Aaron. You deleted yourself from my map after having me delete the trees, and after saying you were gonna make the trees, the custom trees. And I realized that might be just, you'll add yourself back in later, but like how am I supposed to, I'm gonna have to do it myself now, which is fine. It just, I'll just have to figure out how to do them right. I'll have to reverse engineer everything you've done already, but you already know how it's done. You might also get it working with an area monitor. Yeah, that would work too. Yeah, and then I could just you get within a certain radius and it'll delete the red one. Like for example, if you're on the inside of it. Like on fragmentation, they eventually lock on a timer, and once they're locked, then they will unlock if you're inside, but they'll still be locked if you're outside. So whenever you walk up to them from the inside, you delete the red one, put in the blue one, and let the blue one open, and then yeah, on a radius. That makes sense. But then from the outside, they're just blue. That makes sense. I think I'll just do that at some point. But yeah. Okay, so what was I doing? I was gonna find a good object to turn into a stone-looking object to put there. Unfortunately, I have only a bunch of like everything has, watch, it's got, I think this is, oh no, it's not. Ooh, I could actually do this. This would work. Let's see. This has two actual stone shapes, and if they, this will kind of be reminiscent of the shape that's inside the room on the other side. So it kind of works. Let's see. What's a good weathered stone other than concrete wall poured rough? I mean, I guess I could just do that. That looks basically like stone. It looks like the stone that's around it. And that middle part, I'll probably turn into some kind of gold leaf or something. What's a good detailed... I think the banished ones are what I'm going to look at. What? Why did that... Okay. Oh, I'm dumb. I went to the wrong one. This one. This is the one I meant to do. Let's see. You might also get to working with an area monitor. Yeah. Okay. So, nope, that's not what I want either. Down here again. Quit hopping. Oh, wow. That's really cool. Oh, man. This piece with this on it looks like a garage door. That's that'll or one of those slide down and then bend. Man, if you ever needed something like that, that is the best way to go with that. That is perfect for that, actually. Obviously, you wouldn't use the concrete for it, but yeah. That would be a cool golden design, a gold style. That one is actually repeating properly on the left and right in a really cool way. That one's not working there. That one doesn't really work there. That one looks too modern. That one looks too high-tech. But yeah. This one's pretty cool. But I am kind of leaning toward this one. So if I went to this, and I went with 0.9, well actually we'll bring it back, and then we'll go to 0 there, and force on, and then of course we need some grime layer of looking like the sort of, where is it? Moss B. That's taken over this entire, area. I might go with Moss A down here, because Moss B looks a little odd. I don't know, it all looks kind of odd here. Interesting. Oh yeah, I did sell Back to the Future today. Oh, you sold Back to the Future? Gotcha. Whenever you said that at first, I had to think about it to understand what you were saying. I don't know why, but I just thought you were I did not understand that you were saying sold Back to the Future for a second there. Okay, I think I've got to do the gold the way that I do it on Waterworks right now, which is this one, 0.7, 0.5, and then it like matches closer. This one's actually more weathered, I guess, but it matches. Matches the gold that's on some of the Forerunner objects, but this is more of a muted, piece here. That's not bad. Okay, only liked the first one. You didn't like the first? Oh, I mean, yeah, they definitely had depreciating value in a way. So I can see that, but it's not. I liked all the others. They weren't. The first one is the real banger. I liked the train part. That was a cool one. Train part of the the third one I thought was really cool. Let's see. How do we match this color without completely like this one doesn't have as much moss on it? Am I gonna have to like color shift it to be green? Oh, I know how to do it. Color spread. If we do some color spread, it helps a lot. Okay. We'll even go to 60. Yeah, that looks much older and more weathered. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this. It's not quite there yet, and I don't want that light there, so I'm probably going to replace the emissive with something. Only liked the first one, yeah. What about the other ones did you not like? Was it? Do you have a way of can you hammer explain what you didn't like about them? What am I trying to say? Pin down. Can you pin down what you didn't like about them? That's what I'm trying to say. Or are they were they more like a just a vague couldn't tell you kind of thing? I don't know if what I'm saying is making any sense, but you know what I mean, right? Let's see. Roughness is 0.5. Metalness on, and I'm actually going to change this to the same as the other one. Is it dark metal? No, what is this one set to? Oh wait, it's right there. Banished floor. Okay, that's easy. Banished floor pattern to match it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And it doesn't quite match. It still doesn't match that. It's way too gold. I need to switch the color. I'm going to match that gold. It's kind of like this color. It's not even really gold. It's like that. But I think that we want to make it more shiny because we're losing our shininess. And then more muted. There we go. Now we're matching it. Okay. Didn't watch 2 is just kind of like 1 but not as interesting. Didn't watch 3. Oh wait, if you haven't sold it yet, you gonna sell it today? Oh wait, you did sell it. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate because 3 is actually really good. Let's see. Let's try and find a dark green or something to that effect. That will shift it a little closer to those other stones. Yeah, there we go. That's getting a little better. That looks a little bit more close. Yeah, okay, that works. And then the fact that it's still got the moss on top of it that makes it even more green in certain spots, and then we've got the, the color spread is really high. That works out pretty well. Alright, let's see. You sold it for John Wick? I mean, that's not like a bad decision. John Wick is a really good one, but yeah. That's interesting. It's got a golden panel on the back end. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is basically just give it like a figurehead kind of shape, as you can see. I'm trying to decide exactly what I want to do with it, though, because I think I want to make it wider, but I don't. No, I just need to make it wider, but mostly taller. So just bigger in general, because I wanted to, yeah, like that, have that slope match up there. But just wider was not the right way to go. A little bit wider, and then a little bit taller. Comes with the 4th one, which I haven't seen. Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to see the 4th one too. I haven't seen that one either. Like I was saying though, like Back to the Future 3 is a really good one. So if you end up ever getting a chance to just watch it like on a streaming service, even though it's lower quality, just go ahead and give it a shot, because that one is definitely worth watching. I really like they get like a train. There's a whole train involved. It's very cool. It's like Wild West. Like the second one was literally like them going back over the things that happened in the first one and interfering with it, right? But like the third one is like, it's a completely original new story and plot line and everything, where Doc Brown is like lost in the Wild West and Marty has to go back and save him, or like he thinks he needs to go back and save him anyway, but Doc Brown has like got a plan already to solve it himself, and it's really interesting. It's not trying to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say any more than that for you, but yeah, it's really cool. Meh. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow? What about tomorrow? I don't know what you're talking about. What's happening tomorrow? Let's see. I think this might need to color shift a little bit more green. What do you think? A little better? Let's see, Forge Hub Big Team Battle Contest. Oh yeah, is that starting tomorrow? Which is kind of cool, because I am in the middle of making one, and I do think this is going to work for a Big Team battle map, I really do. I was noticing earlier that, like, when I was off stream, that, like, you can snipe across to that little balcony over there, so, like, the bases are actually going to be able to compete with each other. Razors, you level up to level 1. 7v7, you know. 7v7 is a face, isn't it? Not 7 versus 7 like I was thinking at first. Dunno, but that's Shet, I think it is. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. If that's what I think it is, I would be surprised if it wasn't. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty excited for tomorrow. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. I really like, I adjusted this waterfall over to the left more, and it created more of a gap in the middle, and I added all this stuff like the flowing energy barrier that creates the better flow, like the rapidy kind of flow. Added some rapids here and there, and all this kind of stuff. I know, Aaron, you probably are looking at it like, oh, so that's why it looks so much better today. Obviously I don't have a splash here. I think I might have to script a splash to like put an area monitor here, and then make it trigger whenever one of these like enters the area monitor, it'll move the splash to it or something like that, and then make it travel with it. But I don't know if that's going to work, because the origin point of these objects is over here, so if I move the splash to it, it's going to put it over here, and that's the whole point of why they work so well here, is that they're going to rotate from that point with no trouble at all, and make a big old water wheel work, you know, perfectly. But yeah, basically the rest of it though is really good, and I can always just like put splashes kind of going down the middle all the time, and that would work too, like a vertical line of them, you know, that would work just fine, because they're going to be coming through all the time and interrupting the water flow. Anyway, but yeah, you see what I'm doing with this giant doorway, and I was thinking about, and both sides are going to have one of these, like these are going to be temple doors that get access to the Forerunner, like the gods, you know what I mean. I like the Japanese style, it's amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. And this bridge, I just randomly, this is like yesterday and the day before that, I was just throwing this together. Right after stream 2 days ago, I started throwing this together, and then yesterday I continued it until it was pretty much done. And then Ripshade came in when I was off stream, and he added these pieces. And I didn't even know he was doing it, so it was like a little surprise for today. Whenever I was just about to go live, I got this, and I looked around. He like, I don't think he added anything else, but yeah. And then so I was like, yeah, I love it. And so I added this stuff and the lights, and now it looks really cool. I like it. It's a little bit lived in, you know. Like realistically, by the time the UNSC discovers this place, these will be like not lit up and destroyed, and then they would have UNSC, you know, lanterns hanging where these lanterns would be. So I might delete 1 or 2 or 3 of them and put a little UNSC lantern hanging there, just to make it feel like there's like, and then make these look a little bit more like weathered somehow. But we'll see if that's worth it. Okay, going to bed in a few since I'm not on my normal cycle. Oh, okay. Meow meow. Hey, how's it going, Gingersaurus Rex? Let's see. So if I bring this down a bit, I think, because it's a human. I mean, it could be that big. Let's see. Be vibing. Yeah, I be vibing. Cool. So I'm gonna put this like a recessed stone around it. We're just gonna have to figure out how that's gonna go. I think I'm gonna have to use this because it needs to probably be as green as the doorway itself, or maybe these, which is slightly less green. So like this is I could do a little bit of both, to be honest, because realistically there would be some like differences. But like if I flipped it around and did it like, there was that one we were just looking at that was like an inspirational piece for this. If I did one of these, then I can get the curvature of the underside. You know, this has a bit of a, like, I think it's perfectly flat, but it kind of has a very slight, it's almost perfectly flat, but in the middle it's got a bit of a dip in. And they kind of, that one of the pieces we were looking at a second ago, that was part of the inspiration for this, was kind of like curved inward. Here, I'll show you. Instead of just describing this one. They look like it was a flat surface, and this was flat with that, but then it is a real world thing. And they carved in to create that curve, and so that they could make this part protrude, which of course means the water coming down, trickling down the wall will hit that and get pushed off to the side, so that it won't come into the, drip down onto the doorway itself, which preserves the whole structure. And that's probably what they were thinking whenever they built that. And then this, of course, these little protrusions here reinforce that curve so it never breaks off, which is another really cool thing that we might, you know, try to emulate. But yeah, but the curvature going inward, I kind of wanted to do something like that. And I think this is going to accomplish that pretty well. What does it look like on the other side, though? Yeah, see, that looks a little bit messy, and I feel like I could probably improve it. With a tilt to the side, like that. And maybe have it come down into there. Unless the inside, do you guys think the inside should be, let's go 5 degrees? There we go. Should include that as additional barrier. Yeah, I think we should probably keep that. So I think we need to make this flatter, you know, and then that will sort of give us the ability to go through and go by like 1 degree tip there. There we go. It's getting a little more flat and a little less curved, but it makes it look good on the inside too. So I think that's a good trade-off. There we go. Yeah. Very cool. Okay. And then, let's see, let me just get my chat properly visible over here. Up there is everyone's chat, so that includes Razors, who's over on YouTube right now. And that's the main one I gotta use. But over here, it changes the name of, like, Aaron versus, you know, a Gingersaurus Rex. They're different colors, so it's easier for me to tell different people on you know, Kick whenever it's over here. So I've got both of them open. Makes it a lot easier to follow what's being said. Okay, so we've got some good... We need the verticals, though. We need the vertical supports, I think. That's what I need next. So obviously 4 supports would work pretty well, but I think that it might be one of those things where I need to use the concrete. The concrete, let's see. Yeah, these. Concrete block ones, then concrete column. This one might be best for here because it'll have this kind of shape to it. So maybe I can make it... Okay, there we go. Make it, is it actually getting the right thickness here? Had a long day of doing absolutely nothing. That's cool. Those days are nice. Like Winnie the Pooh, you know? Just doing nothing. Gets tiring. Oh, you don't like the days of doing nothing? So this might be what we want to go for, but I think that the stone up here is too perfectly straight. We might go with another one. I might just end it here and then put a different column coming down that doesn't really match that shape at all, now that I think about it. Maybe even intersecting it and putting like a post up here. That might be cool. No, I do, but it makes me tired. Oh, yeah. It's exhausting doing nothing. You should, yeah, you can definitely ask, like I said, Winnie the Pooh on that one. Let's see, I saw Unique doing these for floors, and oh my gosh, it looks fantastic for floors. It's got such better, like the way that it actually dips down in the middle and has the curves on the edges. It works great for poured concrete floors. So like, yeah. Yeah, that's a good tip. Is it actually flat here? It is. That's a texture. That division in the middle is actually a normals map. That one's not real, but these are real. These are actually... No, they're not. That's not real either? Oh my god, it looks like it is. It's a really well done normals map, because that is just a regular rectangle. Or like cube. Yeah, too much movement. Yeah. Too much movement doing nothing? I see, I see. But man, those are really good. I didn't know any of that. I didn't notice any of that. I thought they were actually legitimately 3D. All this stuff is too technologically advanced. I don't think I'm going to find anything in here. Supports might have something that's simple enough that whenever I turn it to stone looking... Well, actually, I think I've seen... Wait, metal beam. This one might work. Yeah, I need to be in pure baby sloth mode. Yeah, yeah. This one might work. If I turn this to stone, what do you think it'll do? Switch it off of paint to... Let's go concrete wall poured rough. Is that any good? I don't know, it could be useful for something, but I don't know about here. You know? I don't know why times sent us an X. Yeah, I need to be in pure baby sloth mode at all times. I don't know why times sent us an X. What? Times sent us an X? Oh, wait, are you talking about that stuff involving, Elon Musk? Old Muskie? I never pronounce his name right. It is a thing. I do it on purpose. If you couldn't tell. Let's see. I think... Oh, these are good. Yeah. These always look cool. No, my message sent the word times as an X. Did it? Oh, I see that. Huh. I didn't notice that because on OBS, where it shows me YouTube and Kick, it just put the word. But then in Kick, it replaced it with that X. That is really weird. That is extremely weird. Okay, so what I was thinking is that these look really cool as stone. I've seen somebody use them this way as like a Greek architecture style of thing on a trim, like a trim piece of the roof. But I am going to use it for something a little different. Oh, geez. It uses actual trim. So I'd have to make it colored a certain way. Let's see. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, I might do this one and go with the, like a brown, like a good bronze look. Let's see. How did I make that color again? Oh boy. I prefabbed it. How did I make that color? I went with that color, 30%, force on, yada yada. Okay. This color, 0.3, source on, 0 shiny, 0 on the shiny. Ooh, did that get too shiny? What's going on there? No, that's right. Oh, but it's banished floor, so it darkens itself, so I need to go with a darker option. Okay. On my message sent, the word times is AX. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, it took me... I forgot that you had said that, and so whenever I saw it again, I did not think about not reading it. Alright, hold on. Let's go to like point... Go to 0.9, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty good for that gold. Maybe bring it up a bit to have a little bit more color on this one. And bring up the color spread to like 10, because that'll give it some like rust effects. Which I didn't do to this one, and I probably should. That'll aid in the texture. I actually really like the color spread stuff. I wish I knew how to read. Oh yeah. Do you actually not know how to read, or are you joking? Because, yeah. Concrete cracked, looks pretty good. It's like cracked stone, which I like a lot. Wall poured rough. Actually looks worse. I like the cracked. I like having a variation in this. Okay, so the deeper we go with this, the deeper those like ladder-looking pieces in the middle are. And I'm thinking about putting those toward the middle instead of being on the outside. Maybe not. Hard to decide here. Whatever I do, I was thinking about going higher than the stone portion. So let's see what that looks like. Might need to come in flatter though. If I go higher than the stone portion, and then I put some kind of cap on there, like a roof, would be cool. I need the let's see, we gotta figure out the let's see. Mud, nope. Wait, there was moss. There was moss B. Just go down instead of up. There we go. And then what kind of roof should I put on this thing? To make it look like that is going down into a good roof. Like, I could theoretically make a thinner version of this. What if I flipped this around? Made a really small version of this, right? By comparison to the other one. And made it wider so that it goes along with that pattern. And then has that gold coming out the bottom. What do you think about that? It fits, I think, the design, and it allows this kind of shape that's in this extra shape that's in this curvature and stuff really stand out, which that one was getting buried into the roof. So I like having both a little bit. I think I'll match it to there, though, and even bring it down to match there, maybe. Nope, it's gonna go higher to do that. Maybe there? And then, of course, I need to do the cracked concrete and make it the same style of thing here. Color intensity, bring it down a bit. But put the color spread, what was it, 40 or something that I've set the other one to? 60. 0.9 and then 60. And that should make it match in color. And then, yeah. And I think I didn't do... This isn't dark enough. I think I need to find a different color for this one to match that one up there. Like that one. See, that's the one I used. But since that floor was so dark, it was adjusting the amount of gold that was in there. There we go. This one's really good. Well, we need a little bit darker than that one, but like similar color. I think turning that one completely off of that shininess there is actually better. Okay, yeah, I like that. What do you guys think? And then I'll have a stone wall behind it to feed that into. Either a literal stone wall, or I will have a like a concrete wall, and then put that concrete wall into it. There we go. And then I want that to go, this one to go into a straight shot that's a lot thinner and more stone-like, you know? Creates a really big doorway, and then we're gonna have like a central, like a face inside of here. That's probably going to be at that depth, you know? That sort of just creates a big old face and then have just a little doorway in the middle. Or maybe a big doorway in the middle and then like two small ones or something. Depends on how... Where's my Spartan? Do I have any left? Or did I delete them all? I think I deleted them all. Let me place a Spartan. So as you can see, it's a very large doorway. The door in the middle could theoretically fit a warthog through it, and then the doors on the sides will be Spartan only. And I think that's a good idea. I think that'll look pretty dope. Let's see. How does the gold on the sides look? not too good, I'll probably just cover them up with rock on the inside. I could also make them shorter, actually. And that would actually allow me to bring them completely out of the stone surface like that. Kind of like that because it looks like it's like kind of ruined. It doesn't look like the terrain is clipping into it from a distance. It looks like the corner got broken off. You know what I mean? Like some regular wear and tear broke it off. And then I'm going to bring this one over here and snap it. No, we're going to snap the... Try and do this one if we can. Yeah, there we go. And then delete the old one and one of these. And that should be better. Let's see. I can see that. Yeah. I think that it works pretty well. It makes it look more weathered. I kind of like that. I also like how the curvature of those lines are, because it looks like it was man-made in this particular case. It doesn't always feel that way with these lines. Most of the time these lines are like used for different things. But in this particular case, I feel like it kind of looks like the people who carved this out made those lines as like a process of carving the stone, you know what I mean? Actually, that was good until I... Let's see, we need to bring it a bit more that way. There we go. That's a little too much of enveloping this thing. On the other side it made a clipped corner, on this side it was kind of too much. There we go. Yeah. It's looking cool. This thing's now in the way of the visual, and I might move these huts down and make their grav lifts go a little sharper up. You know, they might even be coming out of this rock here as more of like a natural terrain. You know, that thing that we were talking about the other day with the let me show you on the on the Pinterest. Let me see if I have it open still. Come on. Got it somewhere. I'm sure I have it open still somewhere. Okay. This one's so cool. Well, this is a good example of how they build straight out of the wall, but there's one in particular that's like a building coming out of the cliff, and it's even off on the left-hand side, and I'm sure you guys who've been here the whole time will remember what I'm talking about already, but I need to find it for... show it off. I can close this now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna hit back to go back to my Pinterest thing, my pins. I'm gonna open that as its own tab here so we can click to that, and then that means I can go find it, which shouldn't take too long because it was... Let's see. Oh, well, there's a good example of a building built into the cliffside, which is really dope. There it is. I think this is it. This is one of them anyway. There's a better one, but that's got the style there. This one's a really cool one. Really cool example. That one's built into the side of the wall too. Do the natural cliff side. Jesus, where is it? It's in here somewhere. Man, I keep on losing them. Keep on having like these main images that I'm using in my, that are like in my subconscious now because I looked at them enough. But like on the Pinterest board to show you guys, I'm struggling to remember until I find them. Well. I might have passed it up. Oh, there it is. That's it. Yes. That's the one I was thinking of. If this was literally coming out of that rock and going down, you know what I mean? Like that is literally the structure that's here. If you can just imagine that, basically exactly like that, just sticking out of that rock and being on in this area, I think that'd be really dope. And that's the piece I was like, that's the image I was looking for. I know. Some of the times doing that chases people off. We lost a viewer on Kick and a viewer on YouTube. Let's see from that. Okay, so we got these need to go down into like large. I think this is where I will go ahead and grab the UNSC, concrete column. Just a simple concrete column here. I think might be the best bet. And then, whoop, that one's supposed to snap there. And then, should I go all the way up like that and have it feed into it? Or maybe go to here and, like, put some kind of joint piece between the two right there? That will sort of, like, feel kind of like how that joins all these pieces together in a way. And then I need to put something behind there, which I might, you know what, actually, what if I do this for what's behind there, and I just like, I use this stone. You know, we've got this, we have this stone here, it's already all the correct textures, and like we did on Redacted, excuse me, like I did on Redacted, I can go ahead and use it like a wall and turn it into a large flat piece in a way. And then it already is the correct textures and everything. And that should work pretty well there. That's what's behind there. Although, clearly it's not close enough. Let's see. Not if I want to line it up with the other ring. If I want to line it up in the recess into that other ring, that's not close enough. But actually, you know what I could do? Make it thinner, and then I can make a raised portion versus a recessed portion here. Yeah. See what I mean? Could theoretically do that. I think that would work out pretty well. Like that. And then I could make this port come out of both of them. And then I could do something interesting right there. Something like a little bit of detail. A little extra detail right there. Or make it bigger and make it go all the way to there. And then, yeah, and then this way. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we'll switch this to concrete poured rough. And switch this to metal brass nope, not that one. This one. To metal brass worn. You know? Get ourselves some golden edges. We can make it match that metal though, for its weathering effect. So we can make it... What actually did I use here? Was it all the same stuff? Oh yeah, I went to that brown, that one. Okay, yeah. Had to do that one because it wasn't the same. The darkness, the darkening effect wasn't the same. There we go. 0.3. Let's see. Going sleepies. Oh, okay. Sounds good. I'll catch you later. Let's see. This one is that brown. 4, 10, force on 1. 10. Maybe I need to figure out. Maybe I need to use that exact other color or something because it's clearly not. Yeah, okay, I need to figure something a little more dull out because this one is the Spanish trim instead of the brass. I think I need to change this off of brass. That's what I'm trying to say. If I go with metal brushed and then or metal metal iron rough, that would be pretty close. Okay, and then the concrete needs to be that green and all that. Right? That's the green I chose? Yeah, that green, 80, 60... Oh, 0.8, I mean 80%. And then 60. And then we've got our color. And then we need our moss. This music might help you go to sleep. This is a good one. Nice, soothing, you know, melody. Let's see. Where does the grime actually land on this column? Does it actually even put anything on here? Weird. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, that's not good. I need to have... I think I need to increase the X and then center it there. Because... yeah, that detail needs to go into something more centered. There we go. It'd be kind of cool to have vines actually growing down this, which would add to the grime, because this thing apparently, the moss... the grime layer on this object is apparently very minimal. But yeah. And then I need something to join them to make it look really nice right there. So now I need to... and I will take suggestions on that one if you guys know an object. Because that is one I'm not sure about. Man, the two golds next to each other is really obvious here. Let's see what we can do a little better. I think this one needs to switch back over to this one. Yeah, that's a little better. And then maybe I can bring it up a bit. And color spread can go to 20 maybe to make it have more variation. Maybe bring it back down. I thought I'd bring it up, but 0.5 might even... or nope, that's not what I meant to do. 0.05. There we go. Yeah, that's the right color. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sometimes you just gotta jam out to Halo themes. You know? Sometimes it kicks in, and you just gotta go. Okay. So there we go. Now the idea was actually originally to have a staircase in the natural stone portion, and then have another staircase into the Forerunner, right? To where there's like a little room here, sort of, between the outer doors and this inner part, where little firefights can take place before you've taken the door. Oh, okay, I have an idea. So this door was gonna open anyway. I need a plinth. I need, is it in gameplay? Player spawning, volumes, weapon spawns. Game modes, equipment, audio, launchers, lifts, match flow. It's not in match flow, I don't think so, no. Where is that? Is it in Forerunner? Or is there like an interactable section? You guys know where the little switch was that he used in that video? Podium? No. Plinth. Platforms. I don't remember where this is. I've seen it a million times, but I just can't remember. Primitives, props. I was thinking gameplay. It's a shame Aaron just went to bed, because he probably would remember. You probably know as soon as I said equipment. Because there's some weird ones in here, like the team banners. Yeah. No, nothing. Audio, game modes, launchers, lifts, match flow, nav mesh. Player spawning sandbox. I don't think this is it, but auto turrets. Crazy. The auto turrets are cool. Oh, there it is. Hacking terminal. That's it. And shield emitters. Oh man, the shield emitters. Let's forget about that. What the heck is happening? Oh, there it is. You gonna move? Okay. That's annoying. Alright, so the point is that if I put a hacking terminal here, this is the side that the hack's from, right? I believe so, right? So if I move it and I snap it... Jesus. Okay, does it at least nudge? No. Doesn't do anything. Ugh. That's obnoxious. So you gotta, like, go in and go out for every single time you want to place it. Interesting. Everything you want to do. Do I have to switch it to phased? I can't switch it to phased? Oh no, there it is. Phased. Okay. Man, this thing is annoying to have to place. Let's see. Okay, so that's at least on the ground. And now we gotta worry about whether or not it's left or right. Oh, actually, yeah, no. That looks good. Well, it might be a little off. But it's pretty dang close. We'll go 0.01 additional space over, and that'll be it. And then we gotta bring it back. Probably that much. Oh! I don't have to hold down the back button, I just have to do this. Okay, cool. So I don't have to fly all over the place. I kind of like those lines being back here. It feels like a vent pipe, like a ventilation for cooling off the computer system. But I think we're gonna... What just happened? Put me a little bit off. Let's see. Is it actually? Yeah. I guess that was correct. Why is it not moving back? Like, I'm clearly changing the value, right? But it's not moving. Yeah, it's not moving even though the value is changing. That is really weird. Another weird thing about it is that you can't change the texture on it, which means I'm definitely going to have to match all of these textures as I kind of expected. Since I am using some MP objects, I have to go in and change all of these to match campaign mode textures. Which is obnoxious because this particular game mode texture does not appear to see the same color gray as all the others. This is the gray color, and most of the official, campaign mode are, but that's like a green. I don't think I ever noticed that before. So now I feel like I've got to go to like a weird deep shade of green and bring it up from there. I don't know. That's close. That actually matches. Right there. Cool. Alright, that works. And then it's got this like gray, like deep gray accents. So if I match all of them to this, right? Then that's going to be pretty interesting. That'll be the color of my Forerunner objects on this map, which would be really weird. These parts can be the deep gray, actually. I kind of like that idea. Let's see. Go to black, and then bring it back to the deep gray. Like that one. And then I can put some color spread to make it look more weathered like that. Maybe gotta do more than that. I can't even tell any what color spread is even happening. Is there any change? Not really on these. It's kind of strange. But anyway, we kind of match our gray to gray. Actually, it's a little bit lighter than this gray, than what I've chosen. Which might be because of the color spread, because it did look about right earlier. There we go. That might be it. Or maybe it's 7.5. Yeah, that's perfect. It was right between those two. Okay, so then these are going to be... So 0.75 with the black is the correct 0.75. Which is odd because it's 0.7... Or it's 0.4 in Waterworks to match it to one of the column pieces. I had to make it 0.4 on there. But yeah. Okay, and we're going to make the color... We can make the emissive color match the side of the base. I am thinking that the temple... What do you guys think? What color should this side be? Should this be red base or blue base? This side's going to be a castle. It's going to have this dark iron. And dark iron, you know, this like really deep iron with the green growing on it. It will look a lot like, this is just shining red because of sunlight, but it's actually the dark iron as well. It'll look like, I think the dark iron with red lights will look very sinister. Very like, Darth Vader. Whereas the gold with blue would be a little odd. I actually like the idea of the golden roofs over here. Like gray and blue, like silver and gray and blue go really well together. Black and red go well together, so this is dark enough gray that could do either. But I think the golden brass kind of roof would look better with red. And that might be because I'm a Legend of Zelda fan, and if you don't know, the in Ocarina of Time, in Ocarina of Time, there was a way of making your character. This is people wearing costumes from there. Anyway, the red there were these here. This shows you a little bit of it. The golden red and then very dark reddish gloves, reddish leather gloves went really well with the red tunic. And then the golden, the hover boots were very reddish leather. And then so they combined really well with the red. And then the blue with the silver gauntlets and then the iron boots looked really well together. And it was really good together. And then on top of that, there was the mirror shield versus Hylian shield combo, which made it, I don't know. It's just something that's been in my head since Ocarina of Time. Where, to me, gold goes really well with red. And blue goes really well with silvers and grays. I don't know. Maybe that's just that's probably already a thing that I'm just, that I just learned through Zelda a long time ago. But yeah. So we're gonna do it was 0.75 for our gray. Should that be the green? Maybe that should be the green. I don't know. Putting this dark gray on top of that makes that look less interesting. Maybe I could do 0.4, make some regular silver as well. No, that looks weird with the darker gray. Never mind. Yeah, we're gonna go with the let's try the green. What was the shade of green we did? It was that one and 0.7. So this one and 0.7 as our green, and then these will be the dark gray, which is, I think, this one. This one will be 0.75 with the gray stripe. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it. Another option is like a golden floor with silver roof and golden floors and runes of power upon the doors. You know what I mean? Let's see. I think this one would be the green. Let's try that. Actually, it did primary green with secondary silver, so maybe we should invert it here, or maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should keep with it. Let's see. I'll try the green since I put it in there. 0.7, right? And then this one is gonna be the gray, even though it says emissive, but it is not the emissive. And then it's just gonna be weird. 0.75. That is a very interesting, strange Forerunner color scheme. I'm not gonna lie. It's very weird. Kind of maybe Life Shaper. I don't know. I don't know what they do. Mostly like just really shiny silver, right? One of the each of the Forerunner factions do like different aesthetics, but I don't know which one this one would be. That if it's based on what they've already done. I think this one would be probably. I could invert this. Nah, we'll go with the green for the gray for this part. Yeah, 0.7, and then it's the green, which is this one. Oop. Oh, this is 0.7. The other one's 0.75. There we go. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, you know what? Those are not exactly lined up how I want them. We're gonna bring them back just a tad this way so they don't clip through in the corner there. Yeah, that's not bad. The way that sort of seats there and has that extra angle. I kind of like that. And then we'll do emissive colors, which, like I said, so yeah, we'll make this the red base then. Red base will be the temple. What's the best red color for the lights? Those all look pink. That looks orange. That looks orange. That looks deep red. So it's different depending on your map, because I changed the lighting of the map to be kind of orange sunlight, orange sunset kind of light. And so now this particular red looks good on this map as the red. But then on other maps it might be a different one. That's pretty good. Hello. Man, these aren't the emissive ones. I changed the color of them to make them all emissive and stuff like that. But I must have not done it to these whenever I made the prefab. Huh. I wanted them to be more visible, so I could find them easier if I, you know, if I, like, misplaced them. Okay, so we've got a switch now that you can then open the door with. And the fun part is that you're going to flip the switch, and the door is going to open, and you're going to have your back to the door whenever you're doing it. And you're going to be fighting people that might be coming in the doorway. So that'll be great. This whole doorway, maybe I could bring down lower. No, I was going to put a staircase. I don't know, we'll see. I might bring all of the Forerunner stuff up higher, because I might need to bring it up to this height anyway, because this one's already programmed to, like, launch you and make you land here, right? But then, like, I lowered it, or I raised that up and lowered this, and, like, I was figuring out what I was going to do. And I think I might just raise it all up to that height so that I can do the double ramp, the double staircase thing, like I was saying. And that might actually solve the entire problem. And I might do another small ramp in here, like a rock ramp that leads up to the grav lift there. Or the man cannon, rather. Let's see. Okay. Should I have it to where you can see the middle of the water wheel turning? Because, like, I know you're gonna be able to see that part. Like, put, like, a window to where you can see into the dark cave where the water wheel is turning, and it's, like, really dark, and, like, maybe put some water drops inside of there and stuff like that. And mist. But this is a good glimpse into maybe how I'm gonna color the Forerunner structure, so that's kind of cool. Hadn't thought of doing this before, but it'll be a really cool contrast to, like, the red and gold and, you know, dark gray and stuff like that of the human structures too. And it looks like it's like they tried to mimic it here, you know. And but then up here where they were just building it brass, like straight brass for their rooftop, and or gold, brass or gold up there, they weren't trying to mimic the actual Forerunner structure. So it's I think that's kind of cool. I think that works out nicely. And then this has got to go over here. And how did I have that? Not very precise. Basically. Oh, did it just fill in the hole? Yeah, it filled in the hole of the curve, which is way deeper over here, so I need to flip it over. I think it's, yeah, or something. Something is odd, is different about this side. Can't quite tell what it is. Is the whole piece off by like an angle, like a bit of angle there? Actually, that looks about the same as the other side down. Oh, wait a minute. This is wrong. I think I kind of eyeballed where this is going to go over here instead of putting it in an actual place. And now I've got that as a guide because it goes right up to the edge there where the gold touches. There we go. Which makes all of this look better and look more right. Yeah. Pretty cool. And then we got to put, like I said, a big ol' you know, big ol' like flat area with like the doors, and then the doors are gonna have their own like frames, and those frames are gonna have like their own stone detail. Because I don't want it to be this big and wide and open, because I don't want a flying vehicle coming in here and then going through this doorway and then terrorizing inside of this hole. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe I could do that. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. But I feel like it would be cooler to have, you know, I might actually not even put anything up here and just change how that gold looks. Because they kind of look, you know, good with the... I thought I was going to put like a transitional piece there, like a cap, which I might do still, but for now it kind of looks good. Let's see, what is it? Metal, iron, rough. Either way, I definitely want to change this. It's that one. And 0.05. And then, what is the... It's 20. 20 on that. And then it's shiny? Is it shininess? No, force on. I see. Is that actually the same as this one? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Maybe I should just do it as stone. Yeah. I'll do the UNSC concrete, I guess. Concrete wall poured rough. What color green is this? That one. It's actually the same color green I used to accomplish the Forerunner aesthetic down there, so that's kind of interesting. It definitely ties it in. Off. There we go. Why did I not do it over here? I had them both selected. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, that's fine. 0.8 and 60. Let's see. UNSC concrete wall poured rough and off. Or back to source value. There we go. Okay. Looks good. Okay, so. I actually don't hate these holes, because little ventilation holes like that would be in old structures sometimes, but I could detail that out instead. I do have the idea, one idea is to take from here and, for example, very large text etched into the stones would be very cool to have. Something to that effect. I could also, or I could do rings, or I could do both. Which, like for example, this round one. If I wanted to do this one. I could put it here. And then have the text below it, and that above it. I don't know if that looks like it's etched into it very well, but painted on is also acceptable. I don't know. I might change out the circle because it looks... It either needs to be bigger so that its lines get thicker to kind of rival the thickness of these, or this needs to get smaller. It's one or the other. The aesthetic is a little off between them, you know what I mean? It's a little off. Another possibility is if the circle was up here and very large. To give an idea that it's like a label. You know what I mean? Of what's in here. I don't know which one this means. I don't know how these Forerunner things translate very well, but something like that might be interesting. And then just have the text on the sides. There we go. That sufficiently separates the text from the other part. And then we can just grab this one. This is where it'd be really cool if I could recolor these, because I could actually make them red on the red side or something. Let's see, what are the dimensions of this one? 25 by 5.6. 25 by 5.6. Yeah. I know I'm arting and blocking out this thing at the exact same time, and maybe that's a terrible idea, but we're doing it anyway. We will now try and figure out doorways. And I could just maybe block out the doorways, so I can hurry up and move on from here and do some more stuff today. Like doorways. I don't hate the idea of the side doorways sloping out and then a middle doorway that kind of... Like the side doorways, which would be very small, you know, by comparison. Sloping, like poking out like this. And then the middle one being recessed and wider. You know what I mean? Being recessed and much larger. Like, honestly, that one's not bad, for example. Either recessed like this, and brought in to kind of, yeah, like that. And then the idea is to have, yeah, is to then have to defend yourself against these 3 ways in. Which kind of breaks up how the enemy is going to attack you. It kind of creates these artificial columns in the middle, which are pretty good. I like that a lot. Although, maybe with a regular single door, like this one, scaled down, I can adjust how it goes into the walls easier. Oh, what's up? What's the matter? Or with this Forerunner one, for example. I could adjust this one really small. And then, because like if the humans built these Forerunner doorways out of like rough stone to mimic the Forerunner buildings, right? And then I could have the slope pieces be a little bit more customized, you know what I mean? So they're not the same, you know, they're not necessarily that angle that I had before. So like if I went with, okay. So if I went here and I went with columns and I went with like, I could go with a flat one, but I might actually find something that's better later. But for now, I will just go with a column that will go here and tilt 45 like the old one, like the one I just deleted, and go back like this. And then that would be pretty good. And then this thing could snap to there, right? Yeah, and then I could adjust it to match over there. And actually, let's see. I think I need to move all of this to snap to something in this other greater structure so that it actually like obeys some kind of logic. Let's see. Actually, you know what I might do? Yeah. Okay. What's up? Can I open the door? It's not locked. You just open. You're the one who just closed it, and it's not locked. Go ahead. You can open the door. I believe in you. It isn't locked. You don't need to fuss. Okay, I'll open it. Okay, I'll open it. I'll open it. Here you go, bud. It's not locked. You can just turn it. Okay. Alright. Let's see. It's a very slow day. Just blocking things out. Definitely gonna delete that one. And then this one over here. And then this one. I just realized, did it cut into the door frame? I did. Well, that's okay. This isn't the art part. This is just the block out stage. So, oh, that's interesting. That thing's snapping point is weird. Okay, so then we go up to Y, and we'll grow it like this until it touches right there. Okay, something I did is off. It might be where this magnet point might be in a slightly different location than the one that's over here. Okay. We will redo all of this to be the same height as it's supposed to be. I think it's now working. 5. Okay. Nope. Okay, whatever. That looks pretty good. I think that's close enough. And then that gives us our 3 doors. And the fact that it's got a bit of a slope there means that the area coming around this door is a little more interesting than just, you know, going around a door. So that'll work out pretty nicely. I will go ahead and flip this around and make it as thin as possible just so that it doesn't poke out into the door frame, just in case that's going to affect the use of the door, like throwing grenades at it and stuff like that. So it'll be really hard to test if it's any good, if the door frame is a little awkward. And then I will just duplicate it and snap this down here. So that it goes both properly. It looks good. Let's see. There we go. So now we have a decent block out there of movable, you know, of good parts and stuff like that. And then we need to move it all a little up and then put a big old staircase outside. I guess I'll grab this first. Oop, then this one, then this one, then that one, and that one. And then that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Raise it up to like there. And what I was thinking about for the stairs is I forgot, I don't know where the reference is anymore, but it's a pretty simple idea, and hopefully this is a good idea. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. So the reason that it may not be a good idea is that cylinders, I guess. No. I guess it would just be rings. Is what I was thinking is using rings to make a big round staircase. Actually, a round staircase in the middle. Like I was gonna do like a round staircase landing kind of thing like this, right? And I had that in mind. What I'm actually considering now is, what if I do a, let's see, hold on. Where's my, oh jeez, the snapping points are all weird. Okay. So if instead of a big round landing for the whole area, I go ahead and do a round landing in the middle and then 2 straight slopes on the sides, and the 3 doors would be distinct. I'd probably want to put a straight shot across the top with them like that. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Actually, what if... Ooh, this would be really cool looking. So what if I did like a... Nope, don't mess with that. Don't mess with that. My son's trying to grab at the microphone. Do you want to sit on my lap?
No.
Nope. Okay.
I'll be done.
What? What were you saying? Ooh, that's not right. Okay, so what I was thinking was this. If I did this, right, and then I do, let's see, buddy. Nope. What'd you say nope for? I said buddy, and you said nope. That's getting too big. Let's bring this back. Like this, perhaps? Let's bring it all the way back to there. So that it comes off like this. What the heck? Okay, that's not right. What is it snapping to? Something is wrong. It's snapping to the wrong piece. Or not? Maybe it's not? That's weird. Why was it so much better centered before? Was it actually snapping somewhere else? Oh, that's it. That's where it was, I think. Anyway, the point is that I was trying to get it to go... Here, we can bring it out until that corner and that corner meet correctly. And then the vertical location can go to 0. Go down until... I know, I heard you. Buddy. Shh, 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 shh. Do you want to sit on my lap, or do you want to just stand there and bounce? You can do whichever one you want, but yeah. So the side doors, right? Like I'll put like a collision. What do you call it? Actually, this almost becomes good. Let me hold on a second. Let me do one more of these because I do think it wants to be a little bit deeper. And then we will get a rock to go here, a proper rock. In fact, I'll get this one. So we have a nice terrain piece. I'll reset its rotation and turn it this way. And do a nice terrain piece that will have like some biology, some like moss on it. It actually doesn't go badly. I think a little bit of it needs to be adjusted for the height. Like, this difference right here is better than those. You see what I mean? Like it's a little bit smoother going up those two. So if I go to here and I go up by 1, and then I do it again. Up by 2. Yeah, by 2. Yeah. What's up, buddy? And then I adjust this higher. I could even sort of bury some of the step a little bit in the ground. Might make it look kind of more natural and overgrown. And then it should... It's a little better, but what I would do is put collision... Like, I don't want grenades to do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And then have that come over here with this little, like, platform. Maybe it needs to be a little higher. Like, put more layers. Because... I know I wanted this to be more like this, you know what I mean? Like a difference that actually matters. Where like they've got good headshots and, you know, yeah. So I think that that's a good... Let's see. If we go into there and go down and out. And this is not going to be as perfect as this because see how these stones are very, like these steps feel very like non-weathered. What I'm going to do is by putting some things that look weathered into them, it'll feel better. What I mean by that is, oh, that's actually pretty nice. Wow, there's a little bit of a jump at the top, but it actually, it's really smooth. I may not have to do anything with collision, with like universal blockers or anything like that. It's very smooth. It's a little, okay, now it's a little bumpy. If you're sprinting, it's smooth. So I might still do some universal blockers, put them as little strips coming down and like go all the way around in a curve. Bunch of really thin ones. Yes, buddy. Uh-huh. Yes. Follow you?
No, I don't.
What?
Open the door, Dandy.
Open the door again? You just, buddy.
Again.
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 You just came in through the door. Are you being a cat? Are you pretending to be a cat?
Nope.
Nop? Oh, okay. Well, if you're Nop, then that's. I know. I'm trying. Finishing up. Okay, just trying to finish up. He's yelling in my ear and making me open doors over and over again. Okay, let's see. Here we go. There we go. Awesome. And I don't mind opening doors for him all the time. It's just, you know, just happens to be right at the end of the stream. Okay, so this would be like that height. And like that height, right? As good doorways. And then this would then have like a paneling back there, you know, and some detail work and stuff like I was saying. And then down here, all of this Forerunner stuff. I'm going to prefab all of this out so I can move it all at once. And hopefully it doesn't break with that one. Like this thing right here, might, because of dynamic object, might try to make it break. Which will be annoying, but we'll see. This door is also a dynamic object. Like all of this, I want to just raise it up a little bit. That's also dynamic, I believe. Let's see. That column. That column. This rock. This piece is a good one for welding to bring it to the other side. That piece should just be deleted by now. And, oh, the light, which isn't even in a position. I just sort of slapped it in there. Really slapdash. Didn't move it. Didn't adjust it or anything. Add it to prefab. And we will raise it up to like that height, which is probably an additional 5. Ooh, more than that. Probably another, I guess it was 10 or so. That's about right. Now we'll bring it back down. Yeah, looks about right. And then we'll have like this, like, you know, human stone walkway kind of floor in here. And it'll be sort of like this. And on the interior of there will be that second door. You'll have to like... Oh, that plinth is not appearing in the correct location yet. Hold on. There it is. That little switch. So you'll be here, and you'll be combating people up there, and there'll be these columns in between you. And if you come in here, you can sort of try to fight them. They can, of course, use these lights and gain height advantage and hide and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, I think this is going to be pretty cool. And this door and these doors are all going to be open, probably like permanently open. I wonder if I shouldn't. No, they wouldn't fit in there. If I did like an actual square opening, then I could put like some of these doors right down there and then have them be open, which would like one of them could be just like open like this, right? If I replace this with a square door, I could have one of these open and then the other one like on the ground, just sort of like this, you know? Which would be interesting because then there'd be like a ramp. I could actually embed this side into the ground. Now I think about it. Which will make it look like it's overgrown a bit because it's been there for a while. But also make it to where you could ramp up it with like a vehicle if you wanted to, or something like that. You know what I mean? Or run up it just like normal. It may not be this wide because I'd scale them to the door and then I'd reposition it. But I could do that, and then like the side doors, I could have like broken wood piles near them where they just like decayed and fell apart and collapsed, or something like that. But like by doing these, I basically could make the block out have an additional little barrier or something like that. I don't know, that kind of blocks that path there, so I don't know if it's worth it. And if I did it, I might go to the inside instead. Like if I did this, it would effectively create a hallway over here versus over there. You know what I mean? Like this would be this opening, or maybe over here or something like that. Then it would have like a hallway and almost like a hallway over there versus an open door and a big open door and a little open door over here, which would create a little bit more detail into our block out. That might turn out to be a good idea. So I'll leave that there, and I'll figure out if it's actually something I want to do later. But like it gives you something like come down here and hide behind if you're on the defensive. You know, if you got this door to open and you need to hide, you can get down here behind this while the person is shooting at you. Like if they duck for cover, you could come out down here and duck for cover and surprise them and stuff like that. It'd be a lot of stuff you could do. You might even be able to find a way to repulse yourself or something like that and land up on top of the door and wait for them to come in and then attack them from above. So yeah, that would be no longer shaped like a Forerunner door, but it would be, yeah, that sounds actually kind of cool to me. And this one would actually, I was also thinking that the idea of it being on this side would be better anyway, because if it's on the other side, right, then vehicles are not going to come in from that angle at all. So it would be better to have it on this side no matter what. Because then, like, a vehicle might drive off the ledge, and like you could theoretically figure out a way to get a mongoose or something like that to drive off the ledge and come down here. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's just going to be a slope to run up that you can't go back down as easily. Although if I put it on like that step, then it actually would be really easy to like if I did this. Then it would be really easy to go up and would have a bump, but it could theoretically be pretty smooth to go back down as well. So I might do that. It also means, though, that both sides are going to have a weird thing about them involving that. And I was thinking about piles of rubble or whatever, you know, that kind of stuff anyway. So, like, I could have them be slightly different for this side versus this side for the ruined door, you know? And then, but they'd be ruined in slightly different ways that would balance effectively to one another. So, like, a pile of rubble over here that smooths it out or whatever. And then, like, you know what I mean? And then this one would be on over here on the other door or whatever in a weird way. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I could also just use this door somehow to, if I put it on top of a pile of rubble, then it could poke out higher than the stairs and then become a piece of cover for defending against people coming from that direction. That might be even more interesting. If I put like a rock there and stuff like that. And like some dirt pile and stuff like that. But that'll be more about like, you know, figuring that out like for, I don't know, for almost art stage. That'd also allow you to use it as a way of like, you could be like this and just immediately have, almost combat the height in there. You know what I mean? Almost have a height equality with the people inside there. And that'd be kind of cool. And we can delete this one and turn this one back on in my folder because I've got it hidden technically. I don't know what this one is. I don't know. I will turn it back on. And I might be able to move these down, just adjust them so I don't have to worry about it anymore, but yeah. Alright. Okay, so I think we did a really good job today. I think that's really cool. Now we've got ourselves this way over-arted early on bridge, a way over-arted giant doorway, and like Forerunner door. Oh, I can go delete that one Forerunner door object that didn't get moved with the rest. Yeah, that's it. It's not going to be the one that I actually use because I'm going to use this big door. It's going to go up into the ceiling. Or maybe I should have it go down into the floor. I don't know. And then we've got our non-arted practically at all, you know, temple. And then our semi-arted areas up here. Yeah. And our very arted out waterfalls. And it's coming along very nicely, I think. Yeah. Okay. The one thing I won't be able to do that I really wanted to do is I actually cannot find an effect that looks like falling leaves or petals, and I was hoping to find something like that. I thought there was one, where I could make it like falling from up there. What I'm probably gonna, like, I could, for example, do the map effect. You know, there's the map effect where you can do rainfall and stuff like that. And I could ambient sound, where is it? Effects? Screen effects? Yeah. Dust heavy, dust light, dust medium. Well, embers, I think it is. You can make embers, you know, and they kind of look like, I don't know, there's one of them that you can, like, that looks kind of like, papers, rain, retro. Oh, retro heavy is the one. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Does retro fly in the wind at all? Because that would be cool. Do snow. Ooh, snow would be really cool on this map. Oh, man. That's a cool idea. Here's the wind. Okay, I think this is the wrong one. There we go. So the beauty of this snow is that if I angle it right, well, first off, you're going to see it down here, which is going to be a little bit weird. So I might need to angle it toward the cliff instead of how I have it now. Because no matter what I do, that's going to happen. So if I angle it, I was angling it away from the cliff. If I angle it toward the cliff, it won't matter that this is happening. But the cool thing is that if I angle it in such a way, like if you're standing here, wow. Some of these rocks are poking right through the ground. I'm going to have to fix that from below. Now you know, like the snow is always going in the same direction, right? So if I'm on this side of the base, on the map, I'll know exactly where I am. If I'm over here, I'll know exactly where I am. Like intuitively, the snow is going to tell me exactly where I am. Even if I don't fully know the map yet, I'll still have a really good idea of where I am. The one downside is you can't turn off the snow effect inside of a cave, which is really obnoxious, and I hope that they eventually add like volumes that are like anti screen effect volumes or something like that. So on the other hand, if I go with rain, go rain light maybe? No, that's super light. If I go with rain instead, right? Instead of snow, then let's go a little bit more horizontal. Try and make it feel pretty heavy rain. Then what I can do is same effect. You know, I could theoretically do the same thing as the snow, but then inside of a cave, it would just feel like. No, it's not going to feel like water droplets from a cave unless I go with a rain light, which is fine. Anyway, I don't know. I'm starting on a whole nother thing by doing this, so I think I'm just going to turn that off for now, and I'll worry about it later. And, yeah, because I think I need to get going. Unfortunately, I don't have 5 people on Kick, or else I would just host Ripshade. So, unfortunately... I can't, but I can tell you guys, Ripshade is live over there. He's playing the game, and fighting people. So if anybody wants to go watch him, he's doing that. And I will, I'll have to catch you guys later. But yeah. So, yeah, anyway, yeah.